The picture it painted of the ex-Beatle and his wife Yoko Ono was anything but pretty. Goldman, who previously savaged Elvis Presley in a 1981 biography, depicts the Lennons as, quote, enslaved by heroin, unquote, in Yoko's case to the extent of a $5,000 a week habit. He portrays her as a self-promoting parasite and John Lennon as a befuddled and deeply antisocial man and a callous and unfeeling father to his two sons. The most striking thing about the excerpt is how much old ground it rakes over, relying liberally on earlier writings by such rock scene chroniclers as Peter Brown and Tony Sanchez. Goldman, a one-time English professor who specializes in books about dead people who can no longer defend themselves and who apparently hates rock and roll music and musicians, spent 6 years researching the lives of John Lennon and reportedly alienated a whole string of editors while putting it together for publication. It's due out at the end of this month, at which time we'll have a complete report.
Can't wait. Run DMC's Tougher Than Leather LP is dropping down the charts right now, and the next big rap rock noise seems certain to be Public Enemy. The latest album from this uncompromised group, titled It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back, was bulleted at number 42 in Billboard this week, despite its seething black militant message and its praise of the notorious Muslim leader Louis Farrakhan. On Friday, Public Enemy played a free concert at New York's Rikers Island prison, a potentially explosive event that we were on hand to cover.
You know, it's a story. It's, like I said, it's real. It's more important than any other thing happening in music right about now.
Rap music doesn't get much realer than Public Enemy, and whenever they can, this New York group brings its message about the ongoing oppression of black people in America to one of the audiences they feel can understand it best, prison inmates. This Rikers Island gig was more than just a show, though. Public Enemy's Chuck D and Flavor Flav, a former prisoner himself, had come to talk, too.
I mean this from the bottom of my heart, man. Life is too sweet, man, to be locked off from out there, the world, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a future out there. There's no future in here. So, yo, I want everybody, on Lights Out tonight, just think about what the Flavor said, man.
The show drew a heavy press turnout, but any journalists hoping for an explosion of violence were disappointed. The inmates were under tight security control, although when the group went into its latest hit, Don't Believe the Hype, it obviously hit home. The song's message is plain. Don't buy the headlines, dig for true knowledge. Chuck D elaborated on it.
We're coming along to hopefully start a trend of brothers seeking and knowing this information. The brain is designed to acquire knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And it's designed to acquire knowledge at a young age. But we got to learn what's necessary.
For most of the jailhouse concert, though, the inmates' response to Public Enemy's exhortations was surprisingly muted. What did they really make of it all?
Maybe not everybody accepted it, but you have 2 or 3 that did pick up on it and might catch something and learn something and will, you know, stay away from crime. And if you get 3 out of 100, you still did something.
Yeah, but it comes down to number 1, you. It's all up to you. If you want to change your life, it's all up to you. Nobody can tell you what to do. It's up to you to do what you want to do, you know?
Whatever the solution may be for black people, self-help or mass unity, for Public Enemy, the ultimate objective is very clear.
And what's our goal in life is to get us out of this mess and be responsible to our sons and daughters so they can live a better life. That's it.
On a less intense note,
back up all this acclaim in concert. We caught up with them in Chicago on Thursday, and here is what we found out.
You gracious people of Chicago.
Yes, there is more to the sugarcubes than British press hype. On stage at Chicago's Cabaret Metro, in the middle of a heat wave, with lead singer Bjork suffering from strained vocal cords, they still managed to convert a club full of concertgoers. The band itself was happy to be here at all, having encountered all kinds of hassles with U.S. immigration authorities.
We really couldn't fill out
the forms. And then they realized we were not communists but anarchists, so they let us in.
And what do they make of Americans now that they're here?
They're sort of very expressive and very sort of quick about thinking, quickly analyze how they feel and talk very much about it.
Talk fast and act mad.
Despite all the acclaim for their album, Life's Too Good, the band dislikes labeled rock's next big thing.
Do we look like you too? No, we don't. Yeah, we look like the Beatles, if anything.
Well, maybe. In any case, some U.S. concert critics apparently didn't know what to expect from this group live.
We actually sounded like rock and roll. You know, they expected, you know, some hallucinations, and we sort of dissolving into iglus and
burping and squealing.
And I don't know what they expected, but obviously not human beings.
After the show, though, Chicago fans seemed pretty impressed nonetheless.
I thought it was electrifying.
She's so just hot, and she oozes sexuality. It's just incredible. It was like a wonderful foreign movie without the subtitles.
We loved it. It was much better than Cats. We want to see it again and again.
The Sugarcubes will be touring the